First, you, Lalita Kumaramanglam, you've both been associated with the BJP. You're a former chairperson of the National Commission for Women. And I want to ask you, ma'am, very straightly, you heard what Ms. Gupta said, the lawyer. No,
Yes.
The BJP itself has maintained silence, both in Ahmedabad and in Delhi. They're not officially commenting. The Prime Minister spoke of Nari Shakti at Red Fort. Where is the Nari Shakti while within an hour of what he speaks, the Gujarat government, after consulting the centre, because this is a CBI case, has remitted the sentence of these people involved in the most heinous crime?
First of all, Rajdeep, let me make one thing absolutely clear here. Whatever maybe the politics or whatever blame may be placed on the BJP after I speak, I'm not here as a member of the BJP. I'm here as a woman activist who has worked for the last 32 years in, shouting from the rooftops that politics and women's activism or women's empowerment just don't go together. Over the last few months, we've seen that there has been a whole host of cases where, unfortunately, the law does not seem to have been properly applied. I'm not a practicing lawyer, but I agree with every word that Shobha Gupta ji just said, that on the part of the court, it doesn't look like they've applied themselves properly. And on the part of the committee that was set up by the Gujarat government, I am, and this is putting it extremely mildly, I'm bitterly disappointed. This rape was, every rape according to me is heinous, but this was a particularly heinous rape. And as pointed out by the honorable lawyer, every court upheld this conviction. This sort of action that has been taken really sets the tone, not just a precedent almost, that will be misused by every rapist who has any access to any of these high-faulting lawyers. Whether it is Bishop Franco Mulakkal, whether it was that boy in Hyderabad who was let off by the court, who was given bail by them saying that, he needs his mother's permission. As if any rapists take their mother's permission. Whether it was the Supreme Court itself, which said that a child rapist also has a life and gave him bail. Increasingly, we are seeing an insensitivity towards or desensitization of not only the courts.
So
society has always
we've come a full circle from 2012.
Patriarchal.
In that sense, we've come a full circle from 2012 when there was that public outrage and protest. Yes, I'll come back to that in a moment.
Unfortunately, that's what seems to be happening.
Right.
And I condemn this totally. I'm not talking as a politician. I'm talking as a woman who genuinely has spent more than 30 years seeing how women get tossed around despite all the talk from perhaps people who may mean very well. But society and, the biggest people in society, whether it's in the judiciary or in politics or in activism or in anywhere, seem to fall short when push comes to shove. Nobody puts their money where their mouth is when it comes to women's rights and honor and respect of women.